Heard from CrowdStrike, the company behind this, who says it's fixed the erroneous update, but it says it could be some time before systems are back up and running. So let's ask a few questions now. Why did this happen, and what are the ways in which businesses can help themselves in future to avoid the impact? Let's cross live now and speak to Jake Moore, the Global Cybersecurity Advisor at ESET and former cybercrime officer and police head of digital forensics. It's so good to have on the programme. Let me ask you first of all, if I may, I suppose when this first happened, people were very quick to assume it's a cyber attack. It had a feel of a cyber attack, and yet we found out now it's nothing to do with that. Does that change the way in which people react to it, do you think?
Yeah, I think people do react to these things with worry first. And we hear so much about cyber attacks in the news, our data going missing, passwords being compromised. This is just the time that we're living in. But what's come out of this, it's to do with updates. And all software needs to be updated to keep us all secure from threat actors trying to exploit any given vulnerability. But this update, unfortunately, looks like it had a major fault in it, which comes down to a testing issue. But that's the balance between speed of the update getting put out to all those computers and, of course, keeping everyone secure from any known or even unknown vulnerability.
Let me talk to you a little bit more now about, the irony here, because CrowdStrike, is it not a company that provides protection against, in terms of cybersecurity, and it's that update that has really caused problems?
Yeah, and that is going to be a huge thorn in their side for many years. And we've seen issues like this hit many companies in the past. And unfortunately, it's probably not going to be the last one. But we can take so much from this. They and other companies will, of course, learn that we need to do more testing. In that balance period, when we have to look at those patches that need to be sent out, we need to make sure that they are vitally secure and they're not going to do this again. Because, of course, this blue screen of death that we're seeing around the world, it is a major problem. It then needs manual hands on the computers at this time to rectify it. And that's going to take days for people to get back up and running. So we don't want to see this again. I think if we learn from this, put more resources into that testing phase, and we should see this hopefully mitigated.
OK. Jake Moore, Global Cybersecurity Advisor at ESET. It's been good to get your expertise. Thanks so much, Jake.
Thank you.
Around the world and across the UK, you're watching BBC News.